What's up, beautiful besties? Welcome back to Turning Tides Tarot. My name is Alicia. Thank you all so very much for being here with me. Y'all are freaking incredible. I want to get a reading. What's going on with the person most on your mind? We will start with their overall energy and just see what's going on with them. I'm going to bring the sound bowl. We'll call in spirit and then we'll get the party started. So let's do this. Here we go. All right, I'm calling on spirit with so much love and so much gratitude. I ask for divine guidance as I interpret these messages. May they help us all on our journey towards our highest and greatest good. I'm asking for love, joy, peace, abundance, and protection for myself, for you, and for all beings on the planet at this time. Thank you so much, Spirit. Okay, let's see. What is their overall energy? What's going on? Oh, gosh. Envy and the door to spirit. That is like some conflicting vibes, y'all. Honestly, this is like the light in the dark. Okay. I want to know what on earth is going on with this person. We also have deceit. Okay. I don't know if I like this vibe. I gotta be real with you. What this gives to me, like when I see this, I'm like, there is someone who perhaps, this is so messed up. There is someone here who's lying about their spirituality or spiritual awakening, or somebody who's using some very spiritual language. Maybe like soulmates, or I don't know just yet, but they're using like spiritual language. Okay. And they're lying about their own spirituality. Okay. Oh my gosh. Why do we have this? Okay. And then envy, right? That's self-explanatory. The person who's on your mind is actually extremely jealous of you. Extremely jealous of you. You could be a very spiritual person, very powerful. Okay, maybe you have no problem putting yourself out there spiritually, discussing what you believe, or just saying things like, oh, the universe has my back, or yeah, I've been really manifesting this. That's the kind of spiritual language that I'm talking about. Like, that's what I'm picking up on. This person has been out here kind of copying that, but they're not actually doing any kind of spiritual work. Okay, they're not actually doing any kind of spiritual work. Okay, you know what? Let's just get some tarot on this. Oh my gosh. Yeah, let's just get some tarot on this, because I feel like you are out here doing the most, like working on your mission, working on your path, working on your purpose. You're out here, just living a very pure kind of life. I want to say pure kind of life. Like, I feel like you do something, like you're a really spiritual person, and I'm not saying that you're perfect, but I feel like you have no reservation when it comes to like talking about your blessings, or thanking spirit for your blessings, or maybe even like saying prayers or whatever. You're very open with your spirituality. And I feel like you're also very gifted. I feel like you're also very powerful. Like, you maybe you're a psychic, maybe you're a reader, maybe you're an energy healer, or some kind of energy worker. Okay. This person's out here. This is giving like a false practitioner, or someone who wants to have access to what you have access to. They believe that for some reason that they cannot, but they lie to people and say that they can. Now, what's interesting is everyone has access to work with spirit, okay? Like, it's not an exclusive members only club, right? Every human being, we're spiritual beings. Everyone has access to work with spirit, but this person feels like, I don't know if this person even believes. This person's giving like, like a friggin' somebody who's out here like scamming people. It's giving a scam. It's giving scam energy. Anyways, okay. I feel like this person has tried to reach out to you. This person's tried to connect to you. This person's trying to talk to you or get your attention in some way. And I feel like you aren't giving them attention. You are not talking to this person. You, being a very spiritual person yourself, you would have recognized that this person was a fake. This person was a phony. I feel like you're really successful in what it is that you do, and it has something to do with spirituality. Okay. And obviously this person is jealous. We have death. We have the Knight of Wands. I feel like you may have called this person out. This is very interesting. This is a scammer. This is a scammer. This is somebody I feel like, yeah, this person's lying to others. It's interesting because I thought this was going to be a love reading, but I'm not really getting that it is. This person's been trying to get your attention. I don't know if I really even want to read this. I don't want to read on this. I don't want to read on this. Nope. Hi everyone, welcome in, welcome back to Turning Tides Tarot. Just cleansing the space a little bit here. I'm going to get into a reading, and I actually started recording one and I stopped recording it because I didn't really want to read on it. I didn't want to invite somebody's energy into our collective. Let me just give you a little bit of a warning. I'm not sure if it's going to show up again, but there is someone in your energy right now who's extremely jealous of you and your spiritual powers, your spiritual abilities. You are someone who is not shy about your spirituality and like energy work. And I feel like there's someone who is trying to either copy what it is that you're doing. They're very envious of what you do, your success. It's somebody who is a scammer, a fake, and a phony, okay? And I didn't want to invite their energy. And I know I'm talking about it right now, okay? But I feel like you just need to know, or this could be somebody that you recently called out for being a fake, or for being a scammer or something like that. And I feel like I just felt the need to really protect this space from revealing what is going on in your life and what you are working on. Okay. Okay. All right. No, it's interesting because we just did a reading. Anyway, I don't know what's going to come up here. Spirit, please tell me what's going on. I actually switched decks. I'm going to use the angel deck here because I just felt like the energy that I was pulling on was extremely dark. And I feel like our collective needs some protection here. We have release. This is death energy, the end of a phase or a situation, spiritual transformation, time to move on. This is somebody that you are leaving behind, okay? This is somebody who's very mad, very angry, and upset that they are no longer invited into your space, into your world. They're pulling on your energy. I feel like they're out here trying to mess with what it is that you're working on. I feel like this person, okay, first of all, they're a fake, they're a phony, and they're a scammer. So they don't actually, the energy that I was picking up is that they don't actually have the power that you do. And they're very jealous of the power that you have, the spiritual ability. You could be an energy healer. You could be another reader out here. You could be somebody who like is very successful doing the work that you do, the spiritual work that you do. Okay. Now, you have either blocked this person, put an end to the relationship, cut off all contact. You're not speaking to this individual whatsoever. And I feel like they're out here trying to cause some kind of disruption for you, okay? They're out here trying to cause some kind of disruption for you. And no, Spirit is shutting it down. You are protected. We have you as, this is the Death and the Chariot. You are moving on, leaving this person in the dust. You are protected by Archangel Metatron here. So an important achievement, self-discipline and willpower, public recognition. You are getting success and recognition in a public, very public way. You're about to be rewarded, or people are starting to see how successful you are with your, maybe it's a spiritual business, or again, you are people are starting to see you as a very powerful healer or a powerful energy worker or a powerful psychic or something like that, right? You work with spirit in your profession in some way. Now, if it's not like a professional thing, it's like maybe something that you do on the side. And you might want to take it up to the next level for yourself. Okay, you might want to take it up to the next level where this becomes like your full-time thing, like healing and energy work and that kind of stuff becomes your full-time gig. All right, that could be your plan, and Spirit is here supporting that plan with the Chariot, pushing you forward and moving you away from this one specific person who's out here. I'm getting like trying to copy you. I feel like this person is using like spiritual language, but they're lying. Okay, this person's a liar. Okay, we have the King of Water. We have trustworthy, compassionate, respected, cultured. Open your heart and mind to those around you. Trustworthy and heartfelt advice, charity work. Listen, I feel like this is the person, believe it or not, who is trying to mess with you. Now, they could be a water sign, but they don't have to be, which is obviously Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. But in the negative, okay, so like in the low vibration, which is what I'm picking up, this person is pretending to be compassionate, trustworthy, respected, cultured. Like these are all the things that, like, these are all the qualities that you actually embody yourself. And there's this person who is literally trying to emulate you by using language that you use. Okay. Like they're studying you. They are copying you, but they don't have the actual ability to back up their words. Like this is somebody who's like scamming. You know what it gives? Those people that show up in the comments and they're like, oh, have you, I don't know. There's tons of scammers. I try to block them out, so hopefully y'all don't see them. But lately there's been a bunch of scammers who are around all of the spiritual type videos, promoting different books. Okay. And it's bots, it's AIs, it's bots. People hire out these AI bots that like post under all the channels, under various accounts, and they get all these likes. They're usually the top comments. Every time I get a new one, I literally block the title of the book so that it never shows up in the comments on my channel, because I don't want that energy around. So that's what it feels like. It feels like somebody's trying to use you or the work that you do to promote themselves. They're lying to people. They're just out here trying to get money. They're not actually spiritual people. They are just, they're copycats. They're emulating. They're bots. It's AI. It's not real. Okay. I don't know if it's an actual bot that's doing this for you. Maybe it is, but it is a person who's behind the bots, right? Like there's somebody who's out here like programming the bots. Okay, if it is bots, I don't know if it is for you, but I don't know why that came up. We have the Ace of Fire, Ace of Wands. Yeah, you're on to the next thing. I feel like, what happens when we see the Ace of Wands, Ace of Fire energy in a reading? This tells me that you literally have really good ideas, okay? You have this divine inspiration. You're tapped into the divine energy. You get downloads from spirit. You have really good, unique, original ideas, and you're very passionate about these ideas, and you go out and you make things happen, right? You go out and you make things happen, and you follow your passions and you follow your bliss, and you get rewarded for that, right? Like I do feel like you're successful in the work that you do by following these inspired ideas, inspired action. Okay, you're always taking some inspired action in your life, and this is somebody who's literally trying to steal every single idea that you have and make it their own, or claim that it's their own. All right. I have dealt with I've dealt with a couple people like this in my life. And I'll tell you, they don't get very far. Okay. Even if they take your bright idea. Okay. Let's say they take your bright idea and they run with it. First of all, it's never going to be as legit as yours, because all they can really steal is your initial idea. They don't have access to your plans, to the energy that backs it up. They don't have access to, the full thing. All they can do is kind of run with what they can see. And if somebody were to ask questions, like let's say it's a business idea and you have a business idea and this person overhears you, or somehow they find out what it is, what you're working on. That's why it's always very important to keep things quiet when you're working on something new, because there are people like this that exist in your life. And sometimes it's hard to, like, they put on a really good show. Like, this person's a fake, a phony. Okay. They put on a really good show. Maybe that they support you, or, you know, they're on your side, on your team, or they'll say, oh, that's a wonderful idea. And then they're going to run home and try to do it before you do. You know what I mean? And it stems from jealousy. It stems from, you know, it's like, it's a scammy type of personality that exists out there. Okay. So you have one of these people, you've already cut them off. All right. But anyway, this is like them going home, taking your idea and rushing to, you know, the patent office, or rushing, you know, somewhere to get a patent on it first or whatever. But that's all they can do. They don't really know what else to do next, because they don't really have access to the full idea, the full plan, or the full inspiration. So they're not going to go anywhere with the idea. It's not going to go anywhere. It's not going to grow legs. It's not going to go anywhere. Okay. Now, I feel like I feel like you have like this Midas touch in some type of way. Like, you just have these really, really excellent, unique ideas. Okay. And this may have been a problem your whole life, where people just want to copy you or steal from you or whatever. And it never works out for them. And, you know, it is what it is. But it becomes fairly annoying when you're somebody who maybe is on the leading edge. Yeah, you've always been like on the leading edge. There's never a crowd on the leading edge. So people, like, I feel like it's kind of annoying in a sense, because people may have mocked you for being different, or for being unique, or going your own way. And you've always stood very strong against this kind of thing. Like, you've always just done your own thing. You don't really care about what other people have to say about it. You are tapped into the divine, and your intuition is really strong. And so you've always placed a lot of value on your own internal guidance, like and the spiritual guidance that you receive. I feel like you're a person who is just born naturally very connected to the spiritual realm. And so this kind of thing comes pretty natural to you. And that's where some of this jealousy and this envy comes in. Because some people have to try really hard, or they have to really work with their intuition. And it is like a muscle. Everyone has access to it, but we are kind of trained not to follow that in our society. And so a lot of people do struggle with connecting with it and using it and recognizing that voice, right? And it's a shame that that is what it is. But anyone can develop their intuition and work it out. It's like a muscle. It only grows stronger the more you rely on it, the more you use it, you know. But this person isn't somebody who is willing or trying to put in the work. They're trying to get a shortcut, and they're trying to scam. Like, they're trying to use, they may be seeing you be very successful, or maybe you're earning an income or something from the spiritual work that you do. And they're trying to materialize your, like, they're trying to emulate you, but with the intention of scamming people. Okay. With the intention of scamming people. Why is this coming up? I feel like you've recently maybe dealt with something like this. Okay. Maybe you're another tarot reader out there, and you're tuning into this, and you're like, oh my gosh, I have been blocking these bots, or I have been, blocking Queen of Air, Seven of Fire, standing up for yourself, protecting your energy. You're putting up more protections than you ever have. Maybe even it's like malware on your technology, or there's something here. Like, whatever, right? I don't know a lot about spyware or whatever. I don't know that kind of like technology stuff. That's not my area of expertise, but you may be like seeking more protection in all areas of your life, whether that be through your technology, increased security on passwords, blocking people, really cleaning house and tightening up your security, okay, to protect yourself, protect your ideas, protect the work that you're doing. If you aren't doing that, this is a message coming through that's saying it's time to go ahead and take a look at those things, okay? And just put up some extra protections. Now, because of the energy, that's been circling around the collective recently, and it has been about people putting out some spiritual work on you, like some negative stuff. People who are very upset that they're going through some karmic they're getting justice, karma's coming out and whatever. I really truly recommend working with, I always work with tourmaline, okay? Black tourmaline. It's a very powerful crystal, powerful stone that really does help protect your psychic space, and it doesn't allow people or psychic attacks and things like that. It just really kind of protects your energy, okay? So if you can find some black tourmaline around your local new age shop or crystal shop or whatever, I would suggest going out and grabbing some and wearing it as jewelry. I don't have a lot of it right now, but I actually did order some to make some bracelets with some evil eye stuff. So that will be coming down the line a little bit in the shop, but they're not up just yet. Okay, maybe I'll work on some of that later today, because it does seem like there is a need for folks in our collective to really just have some extra layers of protection. Now, you don't necessarily need a crystal for that. It's just when you're not thinking about it, it's kind of always there, right? Wearing on your neck or on your arm or wherever, right? When you're not thinking about it, you can always, of course, reach out to spirit, ask for extra protection, do whatever works for you. Now, I don't necessarily feel like you're in danger from this particular person as far as a psychic attack or spiritual attack in any kind of way, because again, this person doesn't really work with that energy. They're a fake, they're a fraud, they're a phony. They don't actually know how to do that kind of stuff, but people can unintentionally send you negative energy or evil eye energy just by being very jealous, okay? Jealousy and envy is one of the easiest ways to send someone negative energy, okay? Again, it's unconscious. It just happens when people are scathing and obsessing about you, and you become the most important person in this person's life. All of that energy and that focus is actually on you and what you do. So it is good to just have some overall protection. This is what's coming up in this reading, okay? I might post a little snippet of what I was picking up on, but Spirit was like, don't go any further in this reading, because I don't know what it was. It was like, it was supposed to be the person who's most on your mind. And I thought I was going to get into a love reading, but it is not. For some of you, maybe it could be a partner, but this was not an energy that I really wanted to work with and see what was going on in their life. I didn't want to continue. Spirit was like, shut it down. So maybe I'll post it. Maybe I won't. Maybe I'll just leave it as it is. I was literally like 6 minutes deep into the reading, and I was like, I gotta stop. I don't like it. Anyways, let's continue. Is there anything that you need to know? If you like, this is going to resonate with you if you have recently like, okay, I have got to block this person, this energy from my life. Ace of Water. Yeah, see, good things are happening for you, right? And I feel like you're trying to protect your energy. 10 of Water. That's the Ace of Cups, 10 of Cups. Ace of Wands, okay? You are really protecting yourself right now, and you have to, because you are leveling up, okay? Spirit is propelling you forward because you have something in you that needs to be expressed. Like, people need to hear what you have to say. What you're creating needs to be brought out into the world. Like, you are very supported in the work that you do, okay? Because you are legit. You're the real thing, okay? You're not out here trying to scam people or anything like that. You are literally doing, it's like, I'm out here doing God's work, okay? So you are protected. The person who is just pretending and they're envious of you, they're jealous of your success, they just can't take it. They just want to take it, right? They look at you and they're like, okay, oh, well, you're supporting yourself by doing this spiritual work, okay? Which is what Spirit wants. Spirit does not want people who are out here trying to help folks grow and connect with their spirituality. Spirit wants you to be taken care of, okay? And that means, energy exchange. That means having what you need so that you can focus on this kind of work. If you're out here in this struggle, whatever, you have no time to tap into this kind of work, right? So you are being supported in your spiritual endeavor because this is what you're supposed to do. This is part of your calling, and Spirit wants you to be comfortable. You're not out here scamming people, but you are being paid because of your worth and value. You still need some kind of money to sustain your life and to be able to continue to do this kind of work, right? So that's the reality of the situation. The person who is trying to copy you, steal from you, the person who's envious of you, again, they are out here just trying to benefit and to bank off of perhaps like a vulnerable population or something like that. Like they're out here just, it's literally, this could even be like, and I don't want to be accusatory, but this could even be like somebody who's like learned like basics of tarot, maybe even out here on YouTube. Like I'm not naming any names or anything like that because I'm not getting any specific names, but there could even be other readers who are out here. Oh, I heard tarot readers on YouTube make money. I'm going to do it. How hard can it be to learn what 78 different cards mean or to just tell them whatever? And it's, you know what I mean? They're banking off of something that you're doing that, but they're not legit. Okay. They're not legit. They're not working with spirit. They're not, studying. They're not giving good information. They're not being truthful. They're not being honest. They're doing it for a paycheck. Okay. All right. Anyways, I don't know who this is or what it is, but you need to block this person. Block this person. And you know what? And it's not that you need to expose this person. This person's going to expose themselves. Okay. Spirit's going to expose this person. You don't need to be part of their karma. They're going to get it. But this is coming up because it's more like, I feel like it's either more like a warning or yes, you're right about this person, like a confirmation. Okay. Or to warn you to up your security in some sense, your protections. Or even just to let you know, like, hey, this person's not going to be able to stop you from propelling up to the next level. Okay, this person's not going to be able to stop you. You're out here getting everything that you absolutely deserve in all the best ways, okay? Because your intention, you're not out here trying to make the money. Your intention is to help people. The money comes because this is what you're supposed to do. And that's, again, it keeps you comfortable. It keeps you able to continue to do the work that you do. I hope that makes sense, right? Like, you're not out here trying to scam people. Okay. Your main intention is to help people. Okay. And sometimes, you know what, it's kind of funny because we've been getting some kind of tough love type themes coming up in our readings where sometimes, it wouldn't be popular for me as a reader to say that on YouTube. Like if I was only interested in views and not helping people, like, you know what I mean? This is the kind of person who'd only be telling, like only pouring honey over every single thing because that's the way to get more people, to get more money. Like their intention is money making and not helping people. Okay. This could just be a warning. Maybe this is about and I don't want to start a freaking war on the internet. God, that is not what I want to do. And I'm out here, I'm a supportive person. Like I don't want to throw shade at anyone else doing what they do, okay? Because I believe in community and I believe in supporting others. And I believe there's no real competition, only with yourself. Like I am here for all of the readers who are here to help humanity, at this time, anytime, all times. Like, no, I want to see others succeed. I want to see other people grow. I get so happy when my favorite readers reach important milestones. And, I'm still very supportive because, again, there's enough for everyone. Everyone draws a unique vibration, a unique tribe. It's not about that. It's really about supporting each other, and rising tides raise all ships. Okay. So that's where I come from. But there are definitely some people out here who are just pretenders. Okay. They are just pretenders. They're out here telling you exactly what you want to hear, not what you need to hear. And it's all for views. And that's it. There's no substance to it. There's no spiritual meanings that come out. There's no real connection in the readings. Okay. So just be mindful of what you are ingesting and what you're consuming, even here in the tarot sphere, I want to say. Okay. Even in the tarot sphere. And again, treading lightly in the sense of I'm not here to shame anyone or throw shade, but there are some phonies, absolutely, and some scammers out there for sure. Now, that might not resonate with you at all as far as like, what does this have anything to do with me? This is the kind of thing, okay? This is, you got to draw the parallels where it fits for you in your own life. There is someone here. If you're still here in this reading, then this is making sense for you in some type of way. This could be somebody that you work with, okay? Who can't back it up. They're just taking your ideas, claiming them as their own, sorry. And there's like, you know what I mean? And they're not going to get anywhere. So the spirit's just saying, it's almost like just ignore them, okay? Just ignore them. It's not going to have an effect on you, your level of recognition, your success, your ideas, your abundance. You're going to be just fine. There's nothing for you to worry about. Just place down the blocks, okay? I feel like that's the message. Place down the blocks, okay? You might be okay, I had to see. I was going to put this down, but I see the Two of Air. So being unwilling to make a decision, a stalemate, pretending there's not a problem. Yeah, okay. It's not about pretending that there's not a problem. It's a decision to, like, I feel like you might be at this crossroads or this stalemate, whatever, where you're deciding, should I take this? Should I talk about this? Should I tell on them? You know, like, do I expose them? And I don't feel like that you should. I feel like you should just wash your hands of the situation, this person completely. You don't owe them an explanation. You don't, you know what I mean? Like, just get them out of, just wash your hands of the situation. Because they're gonna tell them themselves. They will be exposed, right? And Spirit's gonna take care of the pretending energy. You don't need to be, I just heard pretendian. Oh God. Y'all, that reminds me, I'm Canadian. I don't know how many of you are Canadian out there, but we just had like Buffy St. Marie, like a huge person, like she claimed to be indigenous, right? For years and years and years, since the 60s. And it turns out she's actually Italian American. Like, she was like a legend here in Canada, at least within the indigenous communities. Like, you know, people looked up to her. People wanted to be like her. She was such an inspiration. Turns out she was a freaking phony all of these years. You know how hurtful that is? Like, and how that's the kind of energy. That's probably why Spirit is like the pretendian. Eventually, they are caught. They are exposed, right? So you don't really have to do anything, because sometimes what happens, okay? And let's even talk about Buffy St. Marie. If somebody maybe 10, 15 years ago found out or said something, I feel like a lot of people would just look at them like, oh, you're a hater. Buffy St. Marie, oh, she's 100% indigenous. What are you talking about? You're just a hater. You know, you wouldn't be believed anyway until it's like truly exposed, until that moment where Spirit decides, okay, we're going to expose this person. So it's a waste of your energy to go ahead and try to expose this person. Just leave it alone. Leave it at that. Let it die. Just forget about them. Block them. Do not pay attention to them. You know what I mean? They're not going to be successful, and eventually they will be found out. Okay? So no need to waste any energy on this kind of a person. All right? That's crazy. Yeah, I'm just going to leave it at that. And yeah, I'll try to get a love reading again. But this was just like a separate message. Just wanted to come out. Somebody needed to hear it. Sending you lots of love. Thank you for being here, friends. Take care and have a blessed day.
She said she'd only kill me, fight through the card of death. She said she'd only love me, fight through the card that wasn't in the deck. The card my finger touched, think I got my wish. You know for sure when it's all done, she said she was a